sights on a brand new beginning. A steady rhythm will hold me to the shore. I've got my sights on a brand new beginning. A steady rhythm will hold me to the shore.
low roll, takes a high roll, takes another high roll. Oh my goodness me! Well, and he's just going to end it.
Good evening, everyone. I'm hoping that everything is... Nope. Computer froze. Dang it. Oops. Bear with me a bit. Let's see. Oh, okay. Don't worry, it's fine. Okay, everything is fine. That was a little bit of a scare here. Okay. It appears that the PowerPoint full screen is causing the issue. But it should be good now. Good to go. So we are now on to the final stage. It will be a 6-team double elimination. So the upper bracket first round cannot have like 6 teams. So 2 teams will get a bye, and they will be the first placing teams in group 1 and 2, and they are both Immortals and Endgame respectively. And tonight we won't see any teams eliminated. Tomorrow we'll see 2 teams. No, actually 3 teams out. Tonight's merely deciding who is going to take a spot in the grand final and a spot in the lower bracket final and 4 spots in the lower bracket first round. They are all played in a best of 7 series. So the team that wins the first 4 matches will win the fixture. So this is not a best of 5, it's a best of 7. So it's going to be 4 wins instead. So we are now on to the final stage, which is this stage. So it's double elimination, just a little bit of a mix and match for the lower bracket pairing. But as we all know, the pairings for the first round, I hope tonight's going to be straightforward. So we keep on streaming through to the upper bracket final. Tonight was going to be a really long night, but the team that the 2 teams that qualify to the upper bracket final will get a well-deserved break tomorrow. So this is pretty much to address the issue of teams playing one game per night in stage 3, and that is a lot. That is where a lot of teams complained last season. Hopefully, this is going to be a better schedule. Well, nevertheless, we are now on to day 5, so only 2 more days to go, and we will know the winner of Blitz Premier Cup Season 4, and we are definitely going to be seeing some exciting games. We'll begin with Jokes vs APA for my stream, and also Manu's stream. As for New Meter stream, and also Old School stream, will be following Vale's bracket versus Outsiders team, and then through to the upper bracket second round, this bracket here, and then to the upper bracket final. Well, of all 4 of us who stream that bracket. So, and if the team lose one of the rounds in the one of the first 2 rounds, they will play tomorrow, and we will find out which 4 teams that will play those lower bracket first and second rounds. So the map pool is the same as the 2022 summer season new way to play tournament. I'm aware that Wargaming has removed Hellas and also Ghost Factory from their map pool, but we're going to be following Hellas in the upper bracket final. But there is no sight of Ghost Factory, so that's good. So pretty much all of the maps are going to be played in the upcoming autumn season. So you all know which these 24 maps here. So I'll be following Jokes vs APA, and then Immortals vs Jokes or APA, and then the upper bracket final. And I continue to implore everyone to donate to the tournament. We're still stuck at a certain amount, and we really like to see. We really appreciate donations to the tournament, and I hope we are able to reach the goal in the end. It will be really good to see. Hopefully, we will reach that target. But anyway, let's go to this. Okay, hopefully exiting the screen will be better, the full screen. Right, hopefully you can see something. Okay, good. So what's going to happen tonight is that we'll follow this bracket all the way to this bracket, the upper bracket final. Tomorrow it will be these 2 brackets, and I will be joining Rolling Swarm stream as an analyst, and it's great to have Rolling Swarm back, and I hope he's going to bring cover us some amazing stuff. Well. They found the room in the end. Okay, good. I was worried I haven't paying them, but they got in. So we will begin very soon. Jokes vs APA. Jokes defied all expectations to qualify as a top 2 team. And they are now going to face APA in the upper bracket first round. APA played really well yesterday, and we saw them being the only team ousting the Outsiders team. So they will feel very confident coming into this match. And I'm just going to double check whether everything is looking brilliant. And that's the case, and that's actually head up high here. Jokes red team on the south side and APA blue team on the north side. So reaction is going into B first, and APA tries to fire some shells onto reaction, but that is not going to deter reaction from capturing B. And Jokes will get a cap lead first, and I just have to find the right button to go back up to the helicopter view, but reaction takes a hit while running away. That's not terrible. Daze tries to capture A, but gets reset by Marcinek. But Jokes losing some hit points already. APA, oh, Uni in a really interesting position. But the Ground Vargans turn their tank just enough. But no, I don't think so. Uni is going to farm a lot of damage here. Sinky of Nika in deep trouble. That's the full clip onto Uni now. Will the Ground Vargans push down onto Uni? Sinky of Nika and also Vanu. Oh dear, I think APA found a weak spot here. Jokes needs to do something. Object 3 is in deep trouble, and that's a great push from APA onto Sinky and Vanu now. Scene is now dead. The hit points in huge favor of APA, and they are looking for Vanu next. And Object 3 seems to be blocked a little bit by Uni here. And Jokes kills last AFK, so it's now 5 versus 6, and APA Daze bounces onto Marcinek. Looks really solid for APA right now. There are a couple bounces here and there, but Object 3 is down to one shot, and Object 3 bounces onto Massacres. A couple bounces actually for both teams. Ahsoka kills Object 3, and this is pretty much APA's game now. 2 one shots. Ahsoka dead. Daze takes a big hit from reaction, and Uni is now very low. Massacres is killed by Bentium. 3 versus 5 now. Daze would not be long for this world, and we're seeing Uni also down to one shot. Charney, I think that's how you pronounce that name, isn't it? With Marcinek. A bounce or not a bounce? It's a bounce actually. And Uni's still alive for God knows what reason here. Reaction is a one shot. And APA is struggling a little bit to finish the tanks off, but this is not going to hurt them a lot. Yennefer is going to chase down Reaction, but Reaction is in the Sheridan, so that's going to be difficult. Marcinek down to one shot, and Daze is actually down. APA, Ventium bounces onto Charlie. What the heck has happened here? Marcinek is now down, but APA, Ventium, kills Reaction here, and that's a miss from Charney. This has taken a lot longer than I expected. Ventium kills off Charney, and this first match goes to APA. That's a great push onto those double crown Vargans. I think Jokes was quite slow so far. This is pretty much their problem against Quick. They lost their games when they are slow to react, and this is what they did in this one. They were slow to react when APA was pretty much pincering the double crown Vargans, and I think the double crown Vargans panicked or are just waiting for a call from the caller, and they didn't really do much damage in the end. Here you can see them both doing less than 2,000 damage. APA, brilliant start once again, and looks really good for them. It's a best of 7. Dynasty's will be the next map potentially, but let's not actually nitpick these kind of minor mistakes. So, APA 1-0 now. Jokes, are they going to change something up? They're going to play in an FE 405 with APA. Are they going to do something else? Just hoping everything is, yeah, it seems everything is fine and dandy. Okay, good. We're now seeing Jokes going for quintuple type 71s. An FE405 and a Sheridan. APA going for potentially quintuple type 71s, or maybe not. An M60 and a T100 LT. Let's find out soon. Okay, Days is changing into a bat chat. Nope. The APA are still deciding. Jokes are ready, but just APA is. Are we actually going to see a substitution? Yes. Z is substituted for El Murray. And I hope this is going to be the final lineup for APA. And it is going to be the case. APA going for quadruple type 71 instead, and Bat Chat will be played by El Murray. Ventium in the M60, so that's pretty much non-Nupo type 71s across the board. And let's head up high again. Jokes red team from North Spawn and APA blue team from the South Spawn. And that's actually follow reaction again and the Sheridan. He is going to capture A this time. Will he get that cap early enough? Nope. Last AFK and also Murray reaches B more quickly. So this time APA will get the cap lead. And Jokes will be the one that needs to rotate. Meanwhile, we are seeing the triple type 71s going into the city. Are they going to get C, or are they going into position? Stace is spotted, but Charlie is also spotted. Reaction is now spotted. APA probably knows that Jokes is spread out. So are they going to make a push on one end, or are they going to wait and see? Jokes might know this issue here, so they have to be really mindful of AP potentially making an early push. But as time ticks, it seems unlikely that AP will make that push. They're trying to dwindle the hit points of Jokes, frustrating them of making a push, because Jokes all they need to do is a push because they don't have the cap lead, and if AP continues to frustrate them by chipping away their hit points, Jokes will find it a really difficult time to push. And this is what APA is trying to do. APA is going to hold and drawing a bigger advantage in terms of hit points. And now, Days is going into City. Almost got punished by reaction. Let's follow Days for a moment here. APA is also isolated, is also spread out. So this could potentially motivate Jokes. Potentially could incentivize Jokes to push onto A. And I think that could be possible. But I don't think they have enough information just yet. And both Last AFK and Ventium is trying their best to chip away the hit points, and they are really bleeding. If they hesitate for a few more minutes, then Jokes will be under loads of trouble. And we could see potentially a push coming in from APA, playing into Jokes' hesitation. And can they take out these three Type 71s quickly enough? It's all about focus fire now. They will try to get Masikoto out of this match here first. Oh, but it's a bounce from Object 3, and Yennefer gets blocked by Tektaku. Jokes could be also something here. APA is losing this fight potentially, and Jokes are they not pushing onto the A side? That could be a great call. And the first tank down will be Yennefer. Jokes actually did a really great job in blocking those APA tanks. Masikoto is going to go down, but look at how long it took for APA to do that. And reaction is going to go down to Last AFK. The hit points are still in favor of APA, but also APA has the cap points as well. Charnie's dead. Object 3 is now dead. Last AFK is dead. The hit points in huge favor of APA now. Jokes, I think they have missed a huge opportunity to push onto A, and they actually failed to create an advantage on C. That was a scare here. That was a scare. But surely this is going to APA now. They are trying to get Marchinak out of the way. Tektaku is now dead. And it's now 3 versus 4. APA, they still have C. And they're going to win by caps. They cannot get all these 3 tanks quickly enough. APA, Ventium is down to 1 shot. Marchinak will not kill that. Will kill that tank. But will be killed by Uni instead. It's now 2 versus 3. And it's all over. They got the win through the caps. There was a little bit of an issue there of APA pushing onto C. They almost lost that side. Some really good teamwork there from Jokes. But I have to question the other side here. Not sure whether it's a good call to kind of sit at the back and farm there. Because the city side, those beauties going to block the views and also the shots. I think if I were Jokes, I would have called for these tanks on the other side A to push onto A, because APA is spread out and there are isolated tanks here, especially when they have a good auto loader here, which is Sinker of Nika. The FE405, I would really make use of that, and if actually Jokes create an advantage on A, that would be a totally different story for me. And APA, I mean, Jokes, they can hold the city long enough for APA to not have that advantage from pushing. And really, I think if you are getting pushed from one side, try to do something on the other side and not try to do nothing. I know they're trying to create crossfire from that area, but it's really difficult because of those relatively tall buildings. But I continue, and let's go to Dynasty's Pearl now. A totally different playstyle here. Dynasty's Pearl, the park side is a lot smaller than the park side, or like the open area of Vineyards, and there will be a lot more attention onto the city fights, and this is where you see potentially lots of German heavy tanks, because those long and narrow corridors are really good for those heavily armored tanks. So well done to APA again, but they have to be really careful. Last match wasn't the prettiest from them. From them so far. Jokes, they have to be decisive. So far, they're a little bit slow getting into the game, and they have to start picking up momentum now. They can do really good teamwork. That is something that I think everyone can agree upon. They can do some really good teamwork. It all depends on whether they could react quickly to what the opponents are doing, and this is something that they need to continue to improve. To be honest, I mean, it's really good to see them finish second in their group. So that means they've shown that they can be quick in the decision making. We do see some of their wins against Quick being them making some really decisive, prompt decisions, and we have yet to see them doing that so far tonight. And APA, the shot efficiency is something that is not as good as yesterday for me, but they're still pretty on point with the pushes and the teamwork. I think this is what we're seeing right now. APA, they are really good when it comes to those macro management stuff. The macro managing from APA is really good, and when it comes to micromanaging, I would say it's Jokes that is doing slightly better, and it appears that the macro managing for APA is the winning factors here so far. And let's see if we're going to be seeing some, wins from Jokes. But let's head up high. Red team will be going separately, and so is the blue team here. And oh, interesting. Object 3 and Days. I'm not sure what they're doing. I think they loaded in a little bit late. So Jokes got into position first, then APA. I think Object 3 and Days are kind of waltzing around this area. Tiktaku will get C first. So that means Jokes will get the cap lead this time. Oh, big shots into reaction and Vanu already. Not the best start in terms of the hit points, and APS more than 2,000 hit points already. And they are doing more damage onto Jokes. Jokes needs to conserve the hit points. They have the cap lead though, but they really need to start chipping away hit points of APA before it might be a little bit too hard for them to defend. And I think attention is going to be on B, but APA will not be looking to get that first, because this is exactly where most Jokes are focusing on. And Uni might be in trouble actually. Oh, Object 3 is spotted, so Jokes might know that there might be a bait coming from the southwestern area. And let's look at Object 3. It's a bounce onto Tiktaku. And Tiktaku receives a hit from Uni here. Tiktaku in a difficult situation. And the hit was still in huge favor for APA, and look at what they're doing now. It's on to Jokes. If they can actually reset B, Sinker of Nika misses that shell, gets that second shell and onto Yennefer, and then the first shell onto Yennefer as well. On the other hand, we are seeing APA pushing onto both Titaku and Masakota. Jokes needs to do something here because Titaku is not going to be long for this world. Titaku great shot to Uni, but it's now down to a 2-shot here, potentially. Machinek also quite low, but Jokes is pushing onto Emery, onto also Uni. Big shots into Emery here, but Machinek is removed of the battlefield. And I'm not sure what Reaction is still pretty far behind from this map. And there's a bounce from Sinkia of Nika onto Uni, and Sinkia of Nika will kill off El Murray Masikota instead, but great job to Yennefer for blocking these two tanks from moving away from this fight. And Sinkia of Nika needs to put that shell onto Uni. It will be a kill, but it's now 4 versus 5. Venue down to 1 shot, and Object 3 turning his turret to get Venue off the way. Would it be possible? It's a bounce, sadly. Reaction teaming up with Ventium. Venue is down. It's now really low, and I think this is going to be APA. Venue is killed. Charney and also Sinker and Nika still struggling to leave this area. Charney is destroyed. But the turret that flew past at last AFK meant that last AFK is totally blocked. And look at how desperate last AFK is in this area. But he puts a shot into Sinker of Nika though. Sinker of Nika is killed, and Reaction push a shot into Ventium, but it's not good enough. Ventium bounces onto Reaction. And APA, once again, their macro management here again. Really love how they time their pushes from one side on B and the other side here on the southwestern corner. That timing is perfect. And Jokes again. I'm not sure about the positioning. They looked very separated, disjointed, and Reaction in that area would be good for farming, but that allowed AP to focus down tanks easily. And they already AP already on the match foot, and Jokes really needs to do something. They're still getting into this game. They're still trying to get into this game, but time is running out. They really need to start getting into this game. It's now 3-0 to APA. We are back on Dynasty's Pearl. Oh, I'm going to say hello to Swintoon here as well. So, what are we going to be seeing here? Really like APA's teamwork so far. Jokes kind of overpraised them a bit. I kind of exaggerated a bit. That teamwork was not on point in my opinion. But they really need to start doing something. Now, I believe they can. They've shown us they can. APA so far so good. Can they maintain that, or can they continue this momentum? And Jokes is not. Both teams don't want to go on tilt now. This is going to be crucial. APA now going for quadruple IS force. This is an interesting call. Maybe they're trying to practice their focus 5 to set up. And Jokes, they're going to set up. APA can afford to lose some, but not Jokes. Jokes must win this one in order to continue. But we will see. AP has more hit points than Jokes.
Let's get this show on the road.
So let's get this show on the road, as the commander says. Jokes red team from the north spawn and APA blue team from the south spawn going to C. And Jokes A, and also half actually, half of them going to A and half of them going to C, reminiscent of the strategy they do. Well, actually not, pretty much a navy strat actually. So let's follow Kramwagen with Sinkier Nika spotted, Ventium and HE shell wasted. But Jokes got a good start by putting damage onto Yennefer, but they got A first, so once again they have the cap lead, and AP will be trying to get C. Object 3 lost some hit points, so Jokes so far so good for them. And now Barry will get C. It will be the case. That means all AP needs is to kill a tank, and potentially if they can kill a tank or two there, they just can defend that. They just can go back and defend. It's not something they must do. I mean, pushing is not something they must do. But reaction, very precarious situation. He has to be really mindful of this because he's quite isolated with the rest of Joke's team on the other side. But he's going to be really important because he's going to spot up APA if they decide to push on to Reaction, and Reaction is going to run away because APA is potentially pushing onto Reaction now. But APA stopped pushing for a little bit and seeing care of Nika. They're still trying. Jokes, they haven't lost any hit points so far, and they now have the hit point pool lead. And are they lining up for a push onto CEO? I think we are seeing that exactly. Venu, however, might be in deep trouble because APA, those 3 tanks, they will be spotted, and we will see a big push coming in. But Venu is trying to get into safety. Meanwhile, I think this push materialized into Joke's side could be a good idea. Last AFK in deep trouble. But Venu is also in deep trouble because APA pushing onto Venu. And who is going to get the first tank out first? We will wait and see. Venu focusing on today's now. The focus from Jokes on today's. APA focusing on Venu, but it appears that Venu will be killed first. Jokes, they're looking to get last AFK. I think they're now trying to force a 1v1 issue, but Machinek and Reaction really needs help. The hit points are in favor of Jokes still. But Jokes, by no means, their formation is good because there are a couple of tanks that are so far in front, like Machinek. Low hit point target, but it's at the forefront of this fight. Last AFK is finally dead, but Machinek is going to be taken out here. Is it going to be the case? Daze is removed here. APA a little bit sloppy here. Machinek is now gone for, and Charlie is going to be the focus for APA. The hit points still in favor of Jokes, but can Uni and El Murray go? A big bounce from El Murray onto Masikota. Now CK Nika looks to kill off El Murray with Masikota. They're certainly going to win that A side. On the other hand, Jokes, they got Object 3 as well. We are seeing Jokes making a good comeback here. Yennefer bouncing onto Tiktaku. Uni is now dead, and it's now 5 versus 2 as a bounce from Charlie onto Yennefer. Reaction, great ram onto Yennefer, but will be killed by Tiktaku instead, leaving Ventium the last person standing. OAP got a little bit sloppy in this one. Jokes, lot better here this time. I think they got a lot more decisive, and they were a lot more in control of this battle. They did a preemptive push onto C, and that was a brilliant idea. A risky move, but a move that paid off. Maybe not that risky because Reaction spots the entire AP team trying to push onto AB. And I think Jokes, what they did is that they read that information and pushed onto C. And APA, they push onto Venue and Co. too late. Well, not too late, but they're a little bit slow in that push. And then I think what went down for them, APA, is that they got sloppy with the shots. Really a couple bounces didn't help that at all. And then the focus fire seems a bit off. Hopefully that would not be the main idea. That would not be the common denominator the next few matches for APA, because that looked quite sloppy for me. I mean, you can see a couple of players really doing a great job with the shots. I mean, like Yennefer, Ventium, Object 3. I mean, a lot of the shots are bounced. So this is something that they have to avoid in the next one. And now they're going back with set 2 port type 71s. And we are now on to Rock Feud. It's 1-3 for Jokes. Jokes got one back, and that was a great win for them. The APA, they have to tidy up their shots. They don't want to go on tilt now. That's not the opportunity. They played so well in the first 3 matches. Now it's not the time to flop. You don't want that to happen, do they? You, Jokes. Thank you, Twintoon, and hello to Kaiser. Jokes, red team going mostly to A, B, and APA. Blue team also going mostly to A, B, and we are going to be seeing a brawl ensuing in this area here. Well, we can see a couple of tanks spotted for APA. Reaction is spotted. Murray, can he land a shell onto reaction? I think so. Yes! He got a shell into reaction! Oh my lord. Reaction. Unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Oh, Uni almost landed that shell onto reaction. The second shell lands onto reaction. And reaction. Oh. Down to a 2-shot now. Jace gets absolutely smacked. And the hit points are still in favor of APA here. But Seeker of Nika is in a tough position. That forces Jokes to push onto the other side potentially, but yeah, getting C is good. But they really need the tanks out. They really need the tanks out. And Uni might be a tank they want to go for. This push could materialize, but it's a bounce from Charnie, and Charnie got tracked blocking Marchina. There is some issues there with the blocking, and Charnie keeps on pushing. Needs to really take cover because AP will be looking for Charnie's head. And on the other hand, AP is pushing onto Sinker Rika, will not be long for this world. And Uni will go down to Vanu. And there are 2 60 TP still there. They really have to group up as soon as possible. Hip was still very close indeed. The 60 TPs are now pulling back, reversing, but Jokes now swarming into APA's push. And I believe Vanu might want to get B, or is it Sharon? I think Reaction could get B, or just snipe from behind, I'm not sure. But APA needs the focus fire here. They will want to get Tactaco out of the way. Massacre are trying to block Tactaco as much as he could, but it's going to be really hard. The focus really on Tactaco here. Ventium dead, Yennefer dead. The hip one's still close. The Jokes has more tanks alive here. This is really... Oh no! El Murray bounce onto Tactaco. Oh my lord, APA. Daze is now dead. 6 versus 3. 2 tanks down in concession. In secession. Is that the right word? I forgot. 4 versus 3. The hip was still in favor of APA, but the lack of efficiency over there meant that Jokes is able to regroup now. They are really trying to get El Murray of the way to maintain the hit point, the gun advantage. They got El Murray now. And last AFK is looking for Marchinek. Charlie down to 1 shot. Still reaction. Now Sheridan. Very important shot onto last AFK. Marchinek down to a 1 shot on fire as well. And last AFK. Object 3 blocking at last AFK shot. But last AFK finally gets Marchinek. APA still has a cap lead here, I have to emphasize. But Jokes got B as well, and that kill right there means that definitely Jokes will get back the cap lead, and Object 3 going into B straight and turning his turret now, looking for Charlie. Oh, it's a bounce! Will not get Charlie. That will happen. A totally different story now. Reaction from this area. Big shot, a high row. Is it a max row onto Object 3, and finally Vanu gets Object 3 out of the way. Jokes starting to get into this match. They're now 2-3. Who would have expected that? Some amazing stuff this time. APA continues to be sloppy again. A couple of bounces and yeah, I mean the focus fire is a little bit off here. APA, they need to start regrouping. Really brilliant, really bright those 3 matches, but what are these last 2 matches? They really need to pick up the performance. They can't let this go. Jokes, really amazing stuff here. Despite Reaction taking a lot of damage at start. Definitely doing a lot of damage in the end. Man of the match here, and they got B as well. That is an important in the end, I think. What they did really well is that they regrouped promptly when APA decides to push. Sinkyr, unfortunately, is the sacrificial lamb, but he held there long enough. And APA really needs to start fighting for this. And 2-3 now. Jokes is mounting an unlikely comeback here. Wow. What can I say? This is something out of the ordinary. Well done to Jokes. And Jokes, can they surprise us the next one? And if it's the case, then we'll go to the tiebreaker, which is Wittenberg. And here we go, the next match on Rockfield, Jokes versus APA. Let's go. We are seeing non-2 Type 71s across the board, double crown bargains for APA and a Sheridan for them. Also for Jokes, but they will take only one crown bargain. So pretty much only three tanks that we are seeing. We're going to follow Sheridan with El Murray. Oh, spotted up a lot of tanks. Oh, that's important information for APA. They spotted up pretty much the entire team over to A. And again, reaction. Oh, tracked! Run! Run, reaction, run! Safe now. B will be captured by Ventium and last AFK. If they can get these two caps, if they can get B, they got the important cap they got at the start. That will mount significant pressure onto Jokes. Lost quite a lot of hit points for Monstercat as well, and they couldn't get A as a result. Which means APA, they will have 10 cap points per 2 seconds of increase. We are now seeing pretty much 1 minute left to go for Jokes to make a call. But APA is now going to make a big push onto Marcinek. Oh, he is in deep trouble, and Jokes, will they react? Will they just sit behind and let APA push? This is pretty much what they're doing right now. Well, let's follow Marcinek here in deep trouble. But APA is really wise here. They're not going to push straight in because that is exactly what Jokes want them to do. But they're going to make a counter push onto Ventium. This could be a really good call. Can they make it work? This is pretty much their last ditch effort. They don't have the cap points. They are looking to get the tanks out. They need to get their shots in though. The hit was still in huge favor of APA, and APA got the tank there finally in the end. But Monstercat is removed from this battlefield. Ventium is now dead. It's now 4 versus 6, and this looks pretty strong for APA. Reaction is now very low, and Nika is now down to 1 shot. And I don't think this is going to be Jokes' game at all. It's now 3 versus 6 for Jokes now, and it really requires a miracle for Jokes to make a comeback here. Focus now on Savannah. This time, APA is a lot more. It's a lot tidier. Not a sloppy game again. And they have the caps as well. Jokes will go to the lower bracket first round, sadly, tomorrow. And APA lives on for another day. And there we go. Both Vanu and Charlie dead. APA 4-2 against Jokes. They are through and they will face Immortus. Well done to APA. Jokes, valiant effort. But for some reason, we didn't have the in-game results. Well, let me just find it for you. If it's saved somewhere else. Oh, it's saved. Yes, it's saved. So we got the results here. APA, 4 tanks doing more than 2k. And Venu, only tank doing more than 2k. So this time, it's a really great strategy from APA, getting B sneakily at the start. Jokes lost quite a lot of hit points at the start, They couldn't do much in the end, and especially when Monstercat got rushed like that, they made last-ditch efforts to push onto APA's forces. Nothing much they could do, sadly, here. That is pretty much a comprehensive win for APA. Jokes tried their best, but APA really much dominated from start to finish, so really huge commiserations for Jokes, and APA are through to the next round, and I think we still have 25 minutes to go, so that's a lot of time. I'm going to update the bracket now. Okay, wow. Outsiders team completely destroyed. Well, it will not be a good term to say that. Obliterated Veil 4-0. And it will be Outsiders team against Endgame and Immortals against APA in the upper bracket second round. Jerks and Veil will go to the lower bracket first round. Alright, so a lot of time left. Oh well, I mean, we still have a lot of time. I am going to not dwell on this too long, and actually, let's see if I can go to this scene. Yes, and I will play some matches. While we wait for the next one to happen. So, I'm going to play some Type 71s, and maybe the VK. What are the tags that I have for the birthday? Okay. I will play VK first. Yay, I will get the rank. Thank you. Let's go. And yeah, the paint looks really good, so that's a good thing to see. Trade it is. I'm just going to stop moving for a bit to reset my camera, but there we go. Oh, you shot. I'm going to go in like that. That. Oops, sorry. Oh my god. Oh, great shot there, but oh, please move back, for goodness sake. Death Star, move back. Please move back, for goodness sake. You're getting shot at from multiple angles. The only thing you can do is hope that these two tanks are going to. Oh.
We've damaged them.
Are they going to push? No. You know what? I'm going to support my fellow Death Star. Because because they really need them. Yeah, look at the hit points of. Yeah. Let me move, and that will be amazing indeed.
Penetration.
Let a good shell, please. There we go.
Gotcha.
That's how we do. That's a great win. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agreed with Twinton and Kaiser. It was a good match. It wasn't a sweep. So, yeah, I am excited to see the next one though. Not a lot of damage, but it's some really good teamwork, so I will take that. Not bad, not bad. And I'll get my Type 71 here. We'll play some matches on this one. I've yet to play a good game with this tank, so let's go.
Time to roll out. Enemy armor is damaged.
Oh. Right. Might be in trouble though. Hoping the light tank can spot something. And there is a heavy tank camping behind. We lost a tank already? Seriously? I am shocked. I am in deep trouble. Just going to this. Oh my lord. Where did that come from? Oh. Well, that was good.
Enemy vehicle is
Bye. Don't you now try to push, because I will put a shot in you.
enemy armor is damaged.
Oh my lord, what is this enemy team? Silly me, how did you kind of already
Enemy armor is hit.
lose 2 tanks like that? That was really avoidable, to be honest with you. But what is our what is that T-57 doing there? Why are you going alone? Oh, for goodness sake, oh poor you. Why would you do that? No one's supporting you. Don't do that. Oh my god. God bless me, do I have support? I'm just going to ask for help, please.
Penetration. Enemy armor is damaged.
Oh no, I couldn't bounce that.
We've damaged them. Penetration. Got him.
Okay. What can I do now? What can I do now? I'm just going to wait. Oh no, we lost the light tank. And can I have that heavy tank to help me? Oh my god.
We didn't even scratch
No. No, that was bad. No, 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 no.
Frack hit.
No. No, that was bad now. Oh wow. What happened there?
Penetration.
Oh, that was a fluff.
Enemy armor is damaged. Got him.
How did I survive? Oh god, oh my god, you 100, just help. Go in. I am going to die. Yeah, I'm just going to wait. My E100 is going to go and spot that gorilla out. And why would you snipe in an E100? For goodness sake. Oh, they're here. Oh, I'm just going to... That was a shot. That was hurtful. AF. No, I fluffed that one. Well done. To the TDs, not the 100. No, no praises for you. Bloody me. How did I survive this? Oh my goodness me, that was a great match. That was a brilliant match. I am stoked. I am really stoked. That was really not good for my health, to be honest with you. What's the other tank? Well, let's actually play the IS-4 again. It's been a while. It's been a long, long while. Yeah, well, looking at that battle, that was that was something, to be honest with you. There we go.
Let's go.
Don't mind being like the tank to receive a push or something like that. But I ain't spotting anything. so I will flank and deny as well. Good idea, isn't it? What is Type 61 doing about there? What is this? What is this, honey? Oh my god, what is this, honey? That's not something that is, yeah. Yeah, I will find you. Put a shot in you. Should I use HE actually? Nope. Oh, I did that. I could do that. The 1-to-1 is now there. Right, I'm just going like that. I'm just going to those TDs. Those ravaging TDs, or maybe the gorilla, I don't know. Oh, maybe not. Think I know what to do here. Come on. Come on, show up, show up, show up, show up, show up. Nope. No. I'm just hoping my team can do this. I'm just pretty much 1 versus 1 against that gorilla. Oh, that is a bad shot. I am fluffing my shells. Left, right, and center. Not doing a great job here, ain't I? Yeah, that was not a good game for me at all.
Enemy armor is hit.
That happens. That happens. Ah. Of course, they have to do.
We've damaged them.
They have to do premium shells. So can I actually fluff something? Yes. Good.
Penetration. Enemy armor destroyed. Enemy armor is hit.
No, 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 no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Could I reverse side scrape? Oh my god.
Penetration. Penetration.
No.
This vehicle has had it.
That was not a good match. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. That was not a good match. Sorry. I apologize, but I still did more than 3k, so on paper it looks good, but yeah, I pretty much didn't do a good job there, so I'm sorry, team. I'm very sorry, team. Okay, hope the room is up now. I'm going to switch back to my Sheridan. We'll play Sheridan if we have time. So, where is it? Brilliant, I got it. There we go, we are on to Faust. But before we go into the room, we go into battle as well, we will remind you that this is going to be now upper bracket second round, and we begin with Immortals versus APA, and the other group, the other bracket will be Endgame versus Outsiders team. And then the winner of these two rounds will proceed to the semi-finals or the upper bracket final. Meanwhile, the losers will join either Jokes or Vil. So it's either going to be the loser of Endgame or Outsiders team to face Jokes, or the loser of Immortals versus APA for Vil. Yeah, hopefully that is clear enough. And all right, let's go back to the slides. So once again, today is stage 3 final stage, the first day of the first day of stage 3, and 2 more days to go. Really exciting matches ahead. It will be a double elimination. We know both Immortals and Endgame both get a bye in the second round, and then the team that loses 2 rounds gets eliminated. And that will not happen tonight. It will happen tomorrow then, though. It will be in the best of 7. So that the team that wins the first 4 matches will win the fixture. Right, so this is pretty much the qualification format. Stage 3 is the stage we're currently at, and 2 more days to go, and we know that APA has qualified. Meanwhile, Pink or Outsiders team qualified, and we will know which team will qualify to the upper bracket final. These are the maps, and you know the maps, and I mean we can see it in more detail here. We will begin with Faust, Middleburg, Fort Despair, and also finally Yukon. The maps for the upper bracket final will be Molendyke, the first time we see Hellas, Normandy, and Oasis Palms. That's going to be a really interesting selection of maps here. But yeah, I once again implore everyone to donate to the Blitz Premier Cup Season 4. We still have a long way to go to reach the €1,000 prize pool. It will be amazing to have your tremendous support, and it will really help us to organize another season and hopefully bring you, the viewers, again some exciting matches. So with that out of the way, again, Immortals versus APA, and Immortals are gradually trickling in, and APA are ready with the tanks that I'm not going to say for now. But Yennefer is not going to play the first match. Igula will go in. And there we go. Immortals versus APA. So Immortals, this team, it's not the same team as the one in the summer season. That's the same team as the one in the winter season, and I think also for the spring season. And that Immortals team got second place in the end. I think now they included Yevgeny, which was previously in Loka in the summer season, and he will bring a lot of invaluable experience. And if you all know who he is a Kuchikan team player, if I remember correctly. But the rest of the players, most of them were in that Immortals team back in winter and spring, and I'm pretty sure this team you're seeing here will be a top 8 contender for sure. whether they will get good seeding will be something to see in the autumn season. Meanwhile, APA, most of them are from Loca from the summer season, I think. A couple of them, like Object 3, well, maybe just only Object 3, were from BPS, not Split Rendery, Gravitas team, the second team in summer season. Only one of them so far, or not sure about Murray as well, and Murray probably is from Loca. But I know that last AFK was from Endgame. But then it's not the same APA team as we see previously. I believe Z here is Ernest. Yep. So like I said, APA, the APA original APA team, a lot of them have gone to Jokes now. And pretty much two remaining players that are like OG APA players, probably Yennefer and Ernest, and I don't think the others. Maybe Uni as well. I know Uni was in that Loca as well. So not a lot of OG APA players in this one, and I think APA now becomes an international team. They are not Polish team anymore. Yeah, so some interesting info. Hopefully I didn't get anything wrong. So we have APA blue team from the south spawn going to D side, and Immortals red team going to C side. So we could see a couple of fights happening. Yevgeny and Kitsune ready up in that area here. Great shot to Uni. Oh, double tap. Ventium wants to set the gas tank, the oil tank alight, but that's not going to happen here. APA crossing, APA going to make a push. Immortals are ready. Bao1 will be under a lot of trouble here. Object 3 might not want to go for Sticky here. APA needs to get a focus fire. Bao1 in deep of trouble. Deep trouble. Immortals coming in, they're looking to get Ernest out of the way. Bao1 is now dead. Uni is also quite low. The hit points are in favor of AP at the moment. Uni is now dead. It's now 6 vs 6. Chiapo is going to be quite low. It's a great shot onto Anon. But AP will take out Sticky next. And Sticky bounces that shell. Pigula looking to get that shell onto Al Murray here. Goes up and go down to try to focus onto Ventium and last AFK. Yevgeny now going for Ernest or Anon, I think. Hopefully I got the right player. Maybe it's not Ernest, I apologize if I confuse everyone here. But it's going to be 4 vs 6 for Immortals, despite the hit points still being quite close. So AP has the upper hand here with the number of guns. And Yevgeny, let's look at Yevgeny. Great shot onto Anon. And Piguna is now dead, and 3 vs 5 it is. Yevgeny looking to land that shell to Object 3, big shell onto Object 3. Immortals Kitsune is getting pushed, however, and Micro. Great shot to Daze. It's going to be hard for Immortals to get that focus fire. APA really looking to share the hit points really well. It's what they are good at in this one. Micro receives a big HP shot from behind and gets absolutely removed. And Kitsune bounce onto Murray, leaving Yevgeny the last person standing. So this match will go to APA. It will go to APA for sure. Oh, a bounce there. But Yevgeny will not be long. El Murray rams into Yevgeny, kills him in the process, and APA will manage to get the first match. Well done to APA. I'm not sure why. Wargaming is preventing me to go in to show the resub screen, and this is the damage spread of APA. Really good damage spread, good hit point pool sharing. Immortals, similar problem as Serenity yesterday. I think their positioning was a little bit meh. Allowed APA to focus down tanks easily, relatively easily. I think they lacked a little bit of synergy here, but I believe it's going to change in the next one. It's definitely better than some of the losses of Jokes, but Immortals, it was really close to the end. Really depends on the positioning and the focus fire, and this is why APA prevailed. And let's go back to the training room here. Oh, forgot to switch. It's now. Let me see. It's more 0-0. I forgot to change the scoreboard. I apologize. Hopefully, it will show the right scoreboard in this one. And we are seeing some substitutions going on, or maybe not. Kitsune got out of the lineup because of restarting his device, but it's now all sorted, so it's fine and dandy. APA will now go for Sex 2 Type 71s and Last AFK in the Sheridan. Meanwhile, Immortals will go for double 6GPs, 1 M60, 150B potentially, and triple Type 71. Would that be the case? Nope, Bauer will take the 60 TP instead. So another interesting setup for Immortals team and APA. We are ready to go, and the match will begin in no time. There we go in. Immortals and APA on fast.
Up and at 'em, lads.
Head up high we shall. Immortals this time going for a different area, going for mostly A. I would say APA is spreading out this time. Well, let's look at last AFK in the Sheridan. We'll spot up a lot of tanks facing Yevgeny. Not a lot of tanks spotted so far, only Sticky Chiapo spotted. Yevgeny, T100 LT, stealth in this bush. Spotted now, couldn't land a shot into last AFK. C is captured. So the cap points are in favor of APA here. They are totally ignoring D at this moment in time. They will get A with impunity, and the Yevgeny will get D. But will APA start pushing? And I think Yevgeny. Oh, last AFK gets a lot of shots while crossing. No, Yevgeny is not going to risk into capturing D because look at APA. They're now looking for a push onto D, and Immortals will feel the pressure certainly. But APA lost quite a lot of hit points trying to push, and that could mean Immortals with this hit point pool advantage that could go in their favor. But APA will get B safely. I would say they should be able to get it without any trouble. But Bauer gets shot at by Ventium, and APA does get B, and they still maintain that the cap advantage. They still don't have the hit point pool advantage though. Big shot from Sticky onto Anon, I think. And we will be seeing AP potentially making a push. Kitsune in deep trouble. I would say Murray's now leading this push on an adrenaline. Big shots from Sticky onto Murray. Sticky really utilizing the 60 TP, the big alpha gun, to cause chaos into APA's side. Best we are seeing APA push is not working as intended. They are being slowed down by Immortals' rigid defense, and at the moment, the hit points are now in favor of APA. Yevgeny has come from behind, and he will try to take out last AFK. Last AFK down to one shot now. Yevgeny will. Oh, it's a big miss. Oh, that is really hurtful, because now Yevgeny down to one shot. They still have all 7 tanks here, so that could be a good thing. but most of them are now one-shots, so APA, if they don't make use of this opportunity now, I think Immortals could actually do this. But Immortals, they don't have a lot of hit points, so this is going to really test their resilience. And let's look at Yevgeny here. He will have to be really diligent with that T100 LT. He is going to play it really carefully, but look at how he's trying to put shots in from the backside. But now Emery is trying to deal with Yevgeny. I mean, all of these Immortals tanks are one-shots. APA really needs to start killing tanks here. This is really intense. Pikula is now dead, and we also see Sticky killed. Now Bawan down to one-shots. And now Bawan's killed, Micro is killed. APA now getting the tanks out. Yevgeny is killed, Chiapo is killed, leaving Kitsune. The last person standing, but APA getting those B and C caps at the start was really important. And Immortals, despite sharing the hit points well, they were unable to do much because they don't have a lot of hit points to begin with. And despite the rigid defense shown by Immortals, I think APA was able to prevail in the end with the better positioning they have. It was again really close. It was going to be either team, to be honest with you. They played really hard. Immortals played really hard. They haven't really put a foot wrong, to be honest with you. But I would say the not getting the cap lead is pretty much the main reason why they lost this one. So APA 5 tanks doing more than 2k, and Immortals 3 tanks doing more than 2k. Really close game. Again, the scoreline doesn't suggest Immortals to be a weaker team by any means, and apologies, the scoreboard is wrong again, but this time we will be right. It's currently 2-0 for APA. And APA will be very confident coming into this one now. They've won 2 matches already. Really hard work, some hard work here. Some hard work being done here. Immortals needs to start picking up momentum. Like jokes. They need to start picking up wins. I think they came really close in the last 2 matches, but I hope that doesn't dissuade them. They are really close. I mean, they can do it. They can do it. I think they just need a little bit more of, well, we don't want to say luck, but they really need a little bit more in the finishing department potentially. I can't really name like one particular factor that is separated between these 2 teams at the moment. Perhaps APA has done a little bit better in the shot efficiency and the focus fire, but still Immortals is really strong in that department as well. So we are going to see another close game here, but we will go in now. Middleburg, both teams are ready. And I believe the room moderator is going to press the button soon. And here we go. Immortals, triple Type 71s, double 215Bs, 1 M60 over Sheridan, APA, Sex 2 Type 71s, and Anon in the IS4. Let's go in and see. APA blue team will go mostly to the city side, and Immortals red team. Oh, Yevgeny! Oh! Object 3! Ouch! That was not something he wanted to start with. Is that going to dissuade APA? Hopefully not, because this is only the start of the game. And APA is only 1 shot away from getting back the hit point pool lead. So not all is over yet for APA. But I assume that Ventium puts a good shot onto Pigula, and that's just really the case. Bao 1 misses the shell potentially. Daze is getting shot at, and we are seeing Yevgeny I think will be the nuisance for APA here. APA, what will they do? They will get C. Once again, they have the cap lead, so Immortals have to be really careful about that. They can't get A because APA is looking at this. I'm a bit worried that Immortals... Oh, no, maybe not. Let's look at Kitsune now coming from this side. Get a shell in onto Uni. It is a good shell. Oh, Day's going to put a big shell onto the backside of Kitsune. And it's going to be a 3 versus 3 Micro. I don't think you can do that. It's not the right tank for this move. The numbers are even. The cap points are hugely in favor of APA. They will try to get A now. Oh, no, they're going past. They're going past A. Immortals. Can they do this? Oh, Yevgeny gets shot at like that. Not something to be proud of. Now Immortals going to push onto these 3 tanks there. I think that could be a good idea. They have more tanks over there. Micro will get C. That's so important. I think Immortals might have the advantage with the positioning here. Ventium is in deep trouble. Chiapo is going to put another shell onto Ventium. That tank is now dead. It's now 7 versus 6 now. Days and Object 3 will be looking to kill Yevgeny. Oh, there we go. Object 3, handful of their shell, will kill Yevgeny here. And Kitsune and also Micro will have to tee up onto Uni here on the outside. Elmeri needs to be removed as soon as possible. Pigula is now quite low. I think APA can still do this. It's not over yet. Oh, Chiapo receives a big shell. Kitsune can't flip this one. Big shell to Uni here. Chiapo is dead. Elmeri is dead. Pigula is now dead. 2 versus 4 here. Uni is finally dead. So now 4 versus 4 is still really close. But Immortals got 2 bases now. Last AFK needs to stay back. He has to stay back because Bow and Sticky will be looking at that. Great shot from Bow to last AFK. Sticky needs to turn his tank. I think he will be removed here. Anno will be looking to take its tank out. Sticky is now out of this match. It's now 3 versus 4. Micro needs to get Days. Kitsune. Oh, great shot to Days. Bow, can he survive? Tracked. In trouble. In deep trouble. Great shot from last. On to Bow 1. Object 3 lands the finishing blow. Now Kitsune spotted Days is looking at that. Great shot there. Days really using that frontal armor to his advantage. But can Immortals make that comeback here? No. Micro receives a hit from Object 3. Now APA is going to get Micro out of the way. Some really good hit bump sharing here from APA. Well done. I don't think Immortals is going to win this one. Micro is now dead. Last is going to get B, and Kitsune, the last person standing. Great shot to Anon from Kitsune. That lone Sheridan needs to run. Days is spotted. This is going to be tense, intense, really intense. B is now captured, so Immortals will not get the cap lead again. We don't know what's going to happen here. We have to hope that Kitsune is able to find and isolate a tank, for example Days, and kill that tank. But with Object 3 getting A as well, oh, big opportunity! Great shot to Anon, but Kitsune takes a hit in return. But unless Kitsune is able to get a shot in last, finds Kitsune crossing over that hill and lands the finishing blow onto Kitsune. It's going to be Immortals that is going to be under a 0-3 deficit. APA on a row here tonight. Now leading 3-0. Well done to APA. Immortals tried really hard this time again. The numbers, I think the efficiency is somewhat costing them. To be honest with you, APA looked quite comfortable, even with a rough start to here. I think really the individual skills of APA is shining in this one. Immortals, there are some good ideas, but I think if they can kill some of the tanks more quickly, maybe they will have a better time. But so far so good for APA. The focus fire, landing their shots in, and really reacting to Immortals' push onto B. It's what really wins them the game. And now APA, now on the match point, if they can do this, they will have to wait for another 30 minutes, so that's a lot of time for break for them. And we will see what's going to happen here. And some really good teamwork again, as usual for APA. Immortals, they are crumbling. They are crumbling a little bit. The high intensity games that they had in the first two matches. Yeah, I think that is really wearing them. Their energy is starting to falter a little bit. But APA now going for 7 Type 71s. Imagine this, really. Will this work? We'll find out some Immortals. They really have to find. They really have to figure out something for a change. I believe they won against APA in the group stage, but I can't be sure. But so far, the first 2 matches are really close. The third one, they started really well, but they kind of fell behind in the end. Now it's going to be the crucial match, and they're going to make an important substitution. Pigula out, Hunter in. And in this way, they're going to spend more than 2 minutes if they... Well, I have to switch now. I will go back to the lounge for now. Immortals are still not ready. It's taking them some time to get ready. Okay, we are seeing some tank changes now. Are we ready? We will go in. Let's go back in. Middleburg, Immortals. They are going to be taking triple Type 71s. They share a double IS-4 and an ARWV. Hunter coming in for Pigula. Let's head up high and see APA going mostly to city side, and Immortals will go uphill for a couple of tanks. Kitsune. Ooh. Incredible spots there. Almost got shot at. Pulls back just in time. But A will be captured by APA first, and Hunter in the F3215B will spot up tanks. That is a test. That is not meant to penetrate, I think. Hunter receives an HE splash, but B will be captured by Uni, and AP will have a really strong cap lead again. And it seems this is the agenda. This is happening all the time for Immortals. They're really giving up the hit point, the cap lead, and that is always good. I mean, they always put themselves a lot of pressure from that. And let's look at Yevgeny in that Type 71. Could be really important. Could land some important shells onto these Type 71s. I think this is what Immortals trying to do. They're trying to pincer these Type 71s. If they decide to push, that could be a really good idea. We'll see this. They're hesitating a little bit. Bao crossing over now, finds the backside of these 2 Type 71s. Daze is down to 1 shot. Bao pulls back, and Daze is now dead. Bao now picks up Anon as the next focus for Immortals. Meanwhile, APA reacts, and they're looking to distract both Yevgeny and also Chiapo. And this is what both Immortals are trying to do. They're looking to get Uni out, but APA will look to get Yevgeny out first. Last AFK will be the focus for Immortals now. They might be ignoring Anon here, and that could be a moment for APA to regroup here. Finally, Anon is now killed. Oh, that was a... Was it a bounce of Chiapo? I don't think so. Great shot to Uni here. Last AFK is now dead, with Uni also dead. And APA, they are looking to get Micro next, and Immortals are looking to get El Murray next. And we are seeing Hunter and Chiapu. Hunter dropping the reactive armor, looking for Ventium, and this is surely going to Immortals here. Sticky down to 1 shot now. Now Murray. Oh, an HE splash there. Can Baron land a shell to El Murray? It's all about focus fire now, but the hit points are hugely in favor of Immortals. Micro will not be the one killing off El Murray, it's Chiapu here. Object 3 will bounce from R1, but Object 3 was killed by Hunter. Hunter killed by Ventium, and Sticky has to stay alive though. Immortals got B as well. They will have the cap lead, but not now. They will get back the cap lead soon. APA kills more tanks. Ventium could be very instrumental. He might want to kill all the tanks here, but is it possible? I don't think so. Ventium, the last person standing. Great shot into Kitsune. I think the lack of a light tank really hurts their chances here for APA. The information war is in favor of Immortals thanks to that light tank, and also Immortals Afghani getting into good position to pincer the Type 71s near the hill. And then APA kind of got a little bit slow in the reaction, I think. This time, it's not that they got sloppy in the bounces in those shots. I think they penetrated most of them, but they were a little bit slow to react when Yevgeny got into that position. And Immortals, the focus fire is good, and they were forced to do some complicated focus fire in the middle, but that didn't reduce their efficiency at all. And finally, they were rewarded by a win, and they are going to have 6 tanks doing more than 2k. This equals spread of damage, and also Hunter killing 2 tanks as well. Meant that every tank is really important in this battle. We love to see that. Let's go back, and same as the games against Jokes, APA won the first 3 matches, and they lost the 4th one. And will they lose the next one here? Immortals 1-3. They still have 3 more matches to win, but it appears that the substitution is working in their favor. And there we go. Immortals versus APA. We are seeing at the moment, Manu is streaming this matchup as well, but we are now on Fort Despair, where it's going to be a totally different map than Middelburg, and especially the elevation differences not as much. There will be lots of city fights still, but this is going to emphasize a lot more. The city fights are going to be emphasized a lot more here. And APA, they will be taking essentially quadruple Type 71s, I think. Don't know, we'll wait and see. Both teams are taking a deep breath. Okay. We're waiting for Immortals to get ready here. I'm going to go back to the lounge room. It's taking a couple it's taking some time for these 2 teams to get ready, so we'll find out very soon. Hello, Under. Hope you can speak in English. I don't understand Russian. I believe that's Russian. I don't understand Russian at all. Please, if you can speak in English, that would be really helpful. So I can understand what's going on. Okay, Immortals is now ready. I'm not sure if it's a tactic from Immortals, kind of waiting for a longer time in the waiting room. But both teams are now ready. We will begin very soon. Yes, we are now on to Fort Despair APA. Concept 1B, interesting choice here. And last in FB215B, Anon IS4 quadruple Type 71s. On the other hand, Immortals 1 IS4 triple Type 71s, double VK72, and 1 Crown Wagon. And let's see about Anon. Or maybe not. Let's follow Yevgeny in this Type 71, looking to get the spots in for Immortals. Nope. AP not going that way. On the other hand, Anon going to this pile of ruins here. Potentially good for hold down. It will be very important to spot up tanks trying to rotate. Oh, but we could see a potential issue here. If Immortals push, then Anon might be in trouble. But they will push now. And APA. Look at Days. Oh no. Has gone AFK. And he's back alive. Not the most terrible thing to happen here, but that already means that APA Anon. That's the issue we are talking about. That's absolutely pinsed. APA needs to react as soon as possible now. Days now coming in. 2 versus 2 we might be seeing, but the first takedown would be Anon. Hunter will kill off Anon. Micro will be in a little bit of trouble here. The next tank Immortals will be going for would be Uni here. Sticky is dead. I believe Days going AFK for a moment. It actually helps because that allows 2 versus 2 to happen here. Now going for a 1 versus 1. And I believe Days could win that 1 versus 1 here. Immortals, they lost Micro as well. Uni is going to be the focus, and Immortals, can they do this? Hit points are neck and neck. They have 2 caps though. Bao 1 gets that's a big hit. Uni puts great shell here. Yevgeny, good shell to Uni, but Uni can land another shell to Hunter. Now Shiapple wants to survive, but the BPM is going to go not go in favor of him. And Counter Killer, the tank with a lot more hit points, I think should have gone for Object 3 in this case. Go a little bit longer in distance. And Object 3 will be killed by Hunter Killer. Bowen's coming in from the other side. It's 4 versus 4. APA has more than 2, potentially more than, well, almost 2,000 hit points more of hit points here. Hunter Killer gets killed by last AFK. And Kitsune looks to get last AFK out of the way. Murray blocking Yevgeny here. And Yevgeny puts a shot onto Murray. But Kitsune, it's going to kill last AFK. But can APA kill those last 3 times quickly enough? They still are under a big hit point, cap point disadvantage. Ventium kills off Bao 1. Yevgeny bounces their shell. This is surely going to APA, right? APA, oh Days, that was a big bounce, but Murray puts great shell to Yevgeny. Murray receives a hit. But Ventium kills Yevgeny. That sends Immortals to the lower bracket first round, where they will meet Vel. Wow. APA, despite Days going AFK for a good chunk of the battle, well, needless to say, that AFK might have been a blessing for them, because that allowed Days and also last AFK to work in tandem. 2 versus 2, and they won that fight. And Immortals, they got Anon very quickly, but they could have really progressed from that. And I believe the organization started to falter, and APA really didn't get faced by that initial setback, and they really got their focus fire and also their teamwork on point again. And they will be the first team into the upper bracket final, and they will be the first team that will get to well-deserved break tomorrow. Congratulations to APA and commiserations to Immortals, and we will see which team we'll be facing next. And yeah, Endgame and also Outsiders team still playing here at the moment. But APA has 25 minutes of break time, and wow. Oh, hi Under, how are you? How are you doing? So we know now that Immortals will face Fail. Who will join the jokes in the lower bracket? First round. Will that be Endgame or will that be Outsiders team? While we wait, I will play some games. Again, this time I promise I'll play a Sheridan and I'll go for a Sheridan and begin. I will begin.
Time to roll out.
That was nice. That was nice. Oh no, don't. Oh wow, the projector. Well, we got the teammates doing that, I think. Won't be a big problem here.
Enemy armor is damaged.
That was a tight shot. And it didn't work out. Shadow is going to die, I think.
We've damaged them.
Yep. That Object 704 will not be long.
We've damaged them.
Please. Yeah.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Did I blink? I think I did.
Enemy armor is hit. We've damaged them.
Yeah, I will take some hits. Why not?
Enemy armor is hit. Gotcha.
I didn't drop my iPad, but I did a lot of damage without losing any hit points. That's how I do, and that's how I rock. Enjoy this one. That was a good one. And I'm getting a lot of missions done very quickly. Yes. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. Oh, it's still going at the moment. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that has gone really close. That was Endgame versus Outsiders team. And that could potentially go to a tiebreaker, but we still have a lot of time, so they don't have to hurry. Since there are a lot of teams playing the T100 LT, I want to play this one. Let's. No, we are not done yet, Kaiser. There is one more game to go, and that would be that would be AP versus either Endgame or Outsiders team. So don't leave yet.
Let's go.
Let's see. Nope. Ooh, that's a great shot.
Gotcha. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
I'm just going to rotate. Oh, Conqueror's there. Gorilla is there. Or maybe I can put a shot here or two. If T62A decides to pull back. Nope.
Penetration.
I know you're trying to look for me. You know what?
Enemy armor is
Oh!
hit.
They shot.
Enemy hit. Enemy armor is damaged. Got him.
There we go. Nope. GG's. Yeah, I agree. I didn't do a lot this one, but we won. And that's very good.
Enemy armor is damaged. Got him.
Yep, we got it. More missions done now. I'm really getting a lot of missions done tonight. Oh, wow. Okay. Outsiders team managed to beat Endgame 4-3. Well, I feel sorry for both APA and Outsiders team. They're going to be playing in the upper bracket final. They're going to play 3 games straight tonight, so hopefully they will take a really good break. I feel very sorry. And Endgame will join Jokes in the lower bracket, first round. So we'll find out which 2 teams will be knocked out first, and then the other team that will be knocked out next. But that was really close. Endgame and Outsiders team. AP and Outsiders team, who will get the first spot in the grand final, and who will get the lower bracket final spot? Both teams will earn their well-deserved break tomorrow, so that's really good. All right. More missions done. Okay, so our final game tonight will be APA versus Outsiders team. So if I show you the bracket, this is what we're up next: APA versus Outsiders team. So tomorrow we'll begin with Endgame versus Jokes and Immortals versus Veil. And then the winner of that will go to the lower bracket second round. Okay, I think that is going to be in 30 minutes, so I will play one more match and then I'll go in. And I'm playing well in the light tank today, and with that, I'll play in the bat chat. Where are you? But resupply. Why do I have this issue? Hopefully that's right now. Let's go.
Up and at 'em, lads. We've damaged them. We've lost a track. We're stuck here.
Reloading. We know that there is a medium tank here, probably isolated, so well, let me get this position. Or maybe I will play with the bat chat. Yeah, let's go.
That one bounced. Penetration.
Yeah, I'm quite low in health, so that's not helping at all.
Enemy armor is hit. That one didn't go through.
They shot.
We've damaged them.
Hopefully I can get some crossfire over to the... No. It's totally red. Oh my god, I think I'm in trouble. Well, I have to run. I'm out here. No, I'm out here. See you later. Well, maybe. I can't drive. For goodness sake.
Enemy armor is hit. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy armor is hit.
Brilliant. Ooh, that star.
Penetration.
Not sure what to into this. Same here. Hopefully it means that I'm good. That was a good match. Although I kind of camped a little bit at the back, but I lost a little bit at the start. But I still did like the second most damage in the team, so that's still a good thing, despite my fellow Batchat being a lot more aggressive. But they did feel they did less damage. So hopefully the room is up in no time. I'm going to go back to the lounge for a moment. I do be getting a lot of awards now, so... Oh. Right, I'm here. So... Okay, now we are going to be watching the final game of tonight, and that will be APA versus Outsiders team. These two teams will play, after this game, they will play on Sunday, the last day of Blitz Premier Cup. They fully deserve that. And I mean, they've gone on a they've been playing for 3 consecutive days, and it's good that they're not going to play tomorrow. It's good that they're going to have some break and recover from the really tight matches, and hopefully they will be fresh on Sunday. And I don't know which 2 teams will go up tomorrow, but appears that we are going to be seeing the same group stage matches. Endgame versus Jax, we know that Endgame beat Jax before, and Immortals beat Veil before. Veil beat Immortals before, is it the other way around? Forgot, really. So we are up for some interesting matches tomorrow. And that's actually, you know what? Go back and once again, it's Blitz Premier Cup Stage 3 Day 1. Final stage format, double elimination with Immortals and Endgame both getting a bye in the second round, but they got eliminated there, and will be going to the lower bracket first round. The team that loses the 2 rounds gets eliminated. We'll find that out tomorrow. The teams which will be eliminated from the tournament, best of 7. It will be at the moment until the grand final, which will be a best of 9. And this is the qualification format, and I hope you know what's going on. And now it will be, and then after tonight's, after the game we're going to be seeing soon, then it will be tomorrow, lower bracket versus second round, and then after that Sunday lower bracket final and grand final. We know that APA knocked out Jokes, knocked out Immortals, is now here. Outsiders team knocked out Veil, knocked out Endgame, it's now here. They are now here. So which team will get a spot in the grand final will get at least the top 2 spots. Whereas which team will get the 3rd place? I don't know. The 3rd final spot in the lower bracket final. Oh, well, I'm not sure what I'm talking about. But let's actually not dwell on that too long. These are the maps. Not going to talk too much about that, but it appears that the lucky draw system don't include a lot of matches on Hellas and Ghost Factory, and we will be seeing Hellas for the very first time in this tournament, but it won't be in the autumn season as far as I'm concerned. Maybe in the previous skill tournaments, but not in the round robin stages. We know it's going to be APA versus Outsiders team. The maps are Molendyke, Hellas, Normandy, and Oasis Park. I think it's Molendyke, not Molendyke. And again, please donate to this tournament. I said it a lot of times, but it's really crucial, really critical that you do support our tournament, and also the teams that are playing, that have sacrificed their entire week to play this tournament, and it will be really helpful if you could help us. Apart from that, I think there is some problem with the room, so we're going to get back. We're going to get into the room again. Yes, there we go. I thought I was kicked for some reason, but yeah, APA versus Outsiders team on Molendyke. And thank you to both APA and Outsiders team. It's a really long night for them, but they really deserve to be at the stage, and I hope they aren't too worn out now. But if they win this, if APA win, if APA wins or Outsiders team wins, then they will only have to play one match, one game on Sunday. 2 games if they lost, if either one of them lost. So we'll find out soon which tactics they're going to be taking. APA and Outsiders team still waiting for the last person to show up. So there are approximately 18 players here. I think that we could have 17. We could have 3 more. So I think Outsiders team's going to show up soon with 1 or 2 more players. I don't know. There's still time. There is still time for this. Okay, Pulse is coming in, so that's good. And if they are ready, then we will know the lineup. But we're not going to show that just now, just yet. I will show when we're in the battle. And Yennefer is now, and will Yennefer play? Our team is here. Might be going into Fink's lineup. Nope, it's not going to be Artium. And yeah, let's actually, get into the room for, well, let's not do that. Skills have yet to put us to spec. Oh, the specs are going to be allocated now, so we will see the tanks both teams are going to be taking. It's going to be shown very soon. I know what tanks they're going to be taking, but I will only switch the scene when we are in the game. Molendyke, the first time we're seeing in this tournament. What are they going to show us? And I assume everyone's now ready. And it will take some time for me to load in, but Molendyke sets 2 Prototype 71s from APA's side, and Sheridan will be played by Last AFK. On the other hand, we have Outsiders team with double AMX, 1 FE215B, 1 T100LC, and triple Type 71s. APA Red team from the south spawn with Outsiders team, blue team from the north spawn. These two teams are going into the city, I suppose. But let's see about Rico. Almost spotted, but couldn't spot anyone going to A. That would mean that Outsiders team would see everyone into the city. We could see everything going into Pandemonium very soon. I think this is it. We're seeing shots firing from both directions, and the first damage has been done. The hit point's still very close. It's still very early here, but apparently AP has taken more hits here, or maybe not. Outsiders team Rico is now rotating from the rotating backwards, and Outsiders team, I'm not sure Last AFK is going to go into A or going past A. I think Last AFK will ignore A entirely because Outsiders team would know there is something off here if APA will get A. Now let's look at Last AFK. Will go to, I'm not sure what he's doing here, trying to scan everything, but outside of this team seems to be doing a much better job in the hit point, in conserving hit points, and AP has dropped a shared load of hit points already, and their focus fire is a bit off. Once again, outside team, the hit point pool sharing is amazing. Uni's the first tank down, and Outsiders actually is now pincering the rest of APA's tanks. Almeri is now dead. Last AFK, I'm not sure what he's doing in this match, to be honest with you. Now he's coming in, but I think it will be too late, and that was a fluff there. Pepel is on fire. It's not going to help much, however. APA will lose the first one, I would say. Anon is now dead. Hoss is killed. Last AFK is killed. Daze is going to be taken out soon. Gad, great shot. And also Rico, great shot to Daze. Ventia, great shot to Brain. Daze, kills by Rico. But I don't think APA is going to survive this one. It will be Outsiders team that are taking home the first win. Well done, Outsiders team. And I forgot again to change. I apologize. The scoreboard, I just keep forgetting. I mean, my energy's starting to go down low. But as we see Outsiders team, 1-0. Really good damage spread. They conserve more hit points. AP just dropped too many hit points while holding. And again, Outsiders team, the hit point push sharing is amazing. And really great push down the middle to pincer APA's push entirely. And I just don't know what last AFK is trying to do there. Could only do 802 damage, and he's pretty much entirely invisible throughout the entire match. So compare it to Rico, although last in the damage, 2 kills, more than almost 2,000 damage, a lot more significant in terms of the damage done. So Outsiders team looking pretty strong at the moment. APA looking a bit off, and that needs to change in the next one. They played so well in the last chance tournament, but this is going to be crucial for APA. Not the end of the world yet, but they really need to step up in this one. Molendijk again, Outsiders team looking fresh and strong. Blue team on the south side, red team, APA. Where will they go this time? Will we see another city fight? Or are we going to be seeing a lot of action around A? Outsiders team will do something similar as last match. Meanwhile, APA going for an entirely different side, and that could be a good thing, because that would mean they will have they might be more in control of the situation. They might want to use strategies to win the fight rather than brawling. I think this is what APA wants to do here. APA will get A first, so they will have the cap lead. Meanwhile, Uni in that Type 71. Oh, Vinograd almost got shot at while crossing like that. No damage done, no damage taken. I would consider that to be lucky, to be honest with you. Would have been terrible if APA are in positions to shut that down. But Outsiders team got C as well, but they don't have the cap lead, so they have to make a rotation. But all eyes will be on B. But Gad, can he get B? And that's the question here. He is kind of hesitating whether to do that or not. But APA, they have a different idea. They are trying to go for a counter push onto C. A Gad is spotted. Ernest there, looking to put that shot in. Or is it not Ernest? I don't think that's Ernest maybe. Great show to Gad, and we have Venti about days there. I don't think APA is able to push there. And Uni in the Type 71. Pepel receives a hit. And at the moment, APA is doing better in terms of trading. Outsiders team, I think this is what APA has found out here. APA is really playing into the strategic side, the strategic game. And we're seeing 2 tanks trying to get last AFK. Last AFK has to run away as soon as possible, but a double tap at the back. And now Mary also has to run because he can't really play against Type 71 and T1 DLC, and both of them will really try to get out of here. But Object 3 has now gone in. Great shot to Scorpion now. I think there will be a counter push here. This retreat is actually a pseudo retreat. And Object 3, that was great shot to Rico, wants to shut down the mobility. But on the other hand, Outsiders team bigger push down the middle. So that means AP has to be really quick on A. They can't waste too much time there. The APA, what they need to do middle side, they have to stay alive as long as possible. They are trying to share the hit points here. Scorpion's now dead. Rico takes a big hit there. And Daze needs to take out Brain. Ventium is finally dead. The hit points still neck and neck, however. Object 3. Great kill onto Rico, but Uni wasted the shell. Would have killed Brain here. And Daze needs to get Brain out of the way. It will be the case. The cap points are still in favor of APA, but outside team got B. So if APA is slow, that could be hurtful. But last AFK would try to get C and would try to maintain that cap lead. And APA looks very nice, very strong at the moment. Uni will get Vinograd out of the way, and Pepel absolutely got mullered and will be taken out by Anon. And finally, we have Poss being the last person standing. This. Sorry, I forgot to change my scene, but the game is still playing. APA, well done. 4 tanks to 2K. That is what they. That change of direction is what they're good at. Against, I mean, in terms of brawling, Outsider's team is my perspective, but when it comes to strategic gameplay, APA is better, and it really shows here. APA, they really managed this battle really well, and I really like how the double light tanks try to retreat and send the wrong message to Outsider's team. Outsider's team, they try to push the middle, which could be a good call to counteract Object 3 trying to make a counter push and deal with that side. But they were not quick enough, and APA survived for long enough in the middle, and they waited long enough for Object 3 to clear up the tanks over there. And that is some amazing gameplay from APA, so well done to APA. It's now tied 1-1. We are now on to one of the most hated map in the Clan Wars community, Hellas. And Outsider's team is now ready, with APA now looking to get ready with 6 Type 71s and a T100 LT. And Outsider's team now going for double 60 TP, triple Type 71, quadruple Type 71, and an FE215B. Although Hellas seems to be quite an open map, I do think it's still a good choice to take a light tank, but we do see a lot of teams dropping that light tank altogether, which is interesting. I never get to know the exact reason. Maybe someone told me the reason why they dropped the light tank, but I would really love to see El Murray making use of that light tank and create loads of problems for Outsider's team, but Outsider's team could play this one really aggressively. So we will find out now. Let's look at Anon and that Type 71 looking to go into B, or maybe to the right part of B. Note they're going for bait. They're going for a spawn bait strategy. El Murray very far forward here. But there is no one near C, so I think AP will try to get C. Oh, Pepel tries to shut down El Murray. That was a bounce there, lucky bounce for El Murray. But Outsider's team got A first, and Outsider's team will get B with impunity. What is APA trying to achieve here? Oh, they're trying to get a reset shot here. But APA is quite spread out. This is going to be tough for them. Outsider's team is definitely going to regroup. But Outsider's team is... they don't want to lose too many hit points here. They need to wait. They need to wait because so far, APA is doing a good job in chipping away hit points. And that was a great shot from Uni onto Vinograd. But also Vinograd returned fire. El Murray have to be really careful. Took a hit from Poss. Hit points in favor of Outsider's team at the moment here. And APA... are they in better positions, or is Outsider's team in better positions? Last AFK receives an HE splash from Pepel, but in terms of hit point pool sharing, APA is doing better, but in terms of shots, Outsiders team's doing better now. APA is going to push onto Rico. That could be a good idea, but Uni is in deep trouble. Can he pull back just in time to track? Oh, last AFK. No, Uni is definitely dead. Yeah, it's got ram killed by Scorpion. Now Outsiders team making a big push here. Vinno down to one shot. Ventium got stuck for a little bit. Last AFK bounced their shell. Rico, is he dead finally? Object 3 lands their final blow. But Ventium killing the Scorpion. Last is dead. It's now 5 versus 5. Hit points still in huge favor over Outsiders team. But I don't know, can they do it? APA, El Murray farming from behind, that can be very important. And Brain is trying to get into safety. I don't know if it's going to be enough. 4 versus 5, this is looking really tight. Outsiders team making sure every shot counts. They are really good with their shot efficiency. El Murray receives a big hit from Pulse again. Anon will go down and APA. Once again, it's the brawl. The brawl strategy that is not working in their favor. Outsiders team doing a lot better with the brawling. And it really shows. Outsiders team panning more shots. APA Outsiders team panning more shots, and they are working better as a unit. And they got the focus 5 better than APA. APA simply couldn't. The shot efficiency is simply not as good, and that is really showing at the moment. And I think they have to rely on their strategies. If they force themselves into a brawl situation, then very likely they are not going to come out on top. And Outsiders team knows this. Outsiders team wants to make sure that they will brawl APA. They don't want to. They don't want to be under a strategic disadvantage. So I think what the change in direction taken by Outsiders team is that they try to get a cap lead first, so that they don't have to worry about rotating and falling into the trap of APA. So it's now 2-1 for Outsiders team. It's going up really evenly, so it's going to be tight either way. APA and Outsiders team going for triple type 71s, double 60 TPs, 1 FP215B and a Sheridan. APA quintuple type 71s, 1 T100 LT and Uni in the Crown Wagon. We will be ready, and we will go to the second match on Hellas. And Outsiders team, will they bring it to 3-1, or will we see a 2-2? If they go to a 3-1, then pressure's on APA. Last AFK in the Sheridan. Spotted up Brain. Spotted up Vinograd. Can he put a shell? Or will he wait? He got spotted, so he will put a shell. Oh! Rico bounces the shell. That could have been really bad for last AFK. Ventium gets hit, but APA is doing something similar as Outsiders team last match. They're trying to get a cap lead, and APA does get a cap lead, and those triple type 71s going to retreat. Oh, Uni takes a really big hit. Outsiders team really doing a good job with the shots at far. But Outsiders team would need to rotate. It's going to be difficult for Outsiders team to break through, but this is not entirely a rigid defense for APA. I think Outsiders team, if they are adamant enough, if they are confident enough, I do think they can break through. But which way will they break through? On APA, are they ready for this? They do not want to lose even more hit points, and we are seeing Gad in this Type 71. They don't have a lot of time left. Outsiders team, they have less than a minute to go, but they are doing they're doing good in terms of hit point pool sharing and also their shots. And I think APA is going to push onto Brain. They have to do it immediately now. Uni is going to be under a lot of trouble. I think he has to go right through. And El Murray and also Anon needs to soak up the damage, and it all depends on which team gets the tanks out first. Vinograd, Rayshot into Uni, and Uni gets taken out by Brain. Ventium kills Brain, and Anon bounces onto Gad. El Murray needs to land a shot onto Gad. Great shot there. Anon needs to land a final blow onto Gad. He can't fluff that one, and he did fluff that one. Oh my lord. APA, they need Vinograd out of the way. They're still really close to call. Gad is down, Anon is down. The cap points are still in favor of APA, but Outsiders team, they got B. They could get A as well. Vinograd is now down. Last AFK is now going in to C. That light tank could be really important, but Daze is down as well. El Murray's down as well. Oh, we have Pulse down as well. 3 versus 3. Oh, this is really close. Really close. Object 3 and Ventium has to work together. Rico now running away. Oh, what is that shot from Ventium? Oh, great shot to Rico, the Papal, the DPM. Last AFK got C. That is really important. Ventium needs to stay alive, can he? Great ram kill for Ventium onto Scorpion. Papal will die. Turn right. Ventium, turn right. He will. Oh, that's he should have turned right to save himself from being killed. B is captured. A is captured. APA, can they do it? Last AFK. Oh no! Oh no! This is really this is nail biting affair. This is really close. Oh, Pepe, what was that shot there? I don't know what's going to happen here. God bless. God bless. AB doesn't get killed. Object 3 lands that shot onto Rico. That kill was important. Wow. That was really nail-biting stuff here. We don't know which way it will go until the very, very end. Oh, APA. Well, that was really tense. Outsiders team, that was a great call to get to push B. I think it's a little bit too late for them to get the caps back. And last AFK getting C was so important. But APA almost got undone by those bounces here. But this time, Outsiders team also bounces a couple of shells, and I mean, if they were more efficient, then it also could have been their game. But this is really tense. Really love to see it now. Normandy, APA, and Outsiders team. Now it's 2-2. I really love to see the teams going up evenly, and are we going to a tiebreaker? Are we going to that tiebreaker? We'll find out. Outsiders team quintuple Type 71s, double NV215 beats APA. A Crown Bargain potentially quintuple sextuple Type 71s. And we will go in. There we go, Normandy. APA versus Outsiders team. Out up in the way. APA, they are going for C and D potentially. Outsiders team also going for a similar position, but I fear for APA. Because if they go for the same location, then APA will be forced to brawl. That's not what they want. That's what they want to avoid at first. But Outsiders team's gonna get D first, and Uni. Oh no, that first shot in the pan. Second shell will go for Pulse. And Pepel will look to put a dash onto Uni, but that won't happen. It's a miss there. Hit points still neck and neck, but the cap points are in favor of Outsiders team by a tiny amount. And we could see Rico being lit up. Ventium gets shot at by a little. The hit points are still very close. We could see Daze going to the middle, spotted. What does AP have in mind here? Hold down, and Murray blocks their shots. Or blocks Daze from pulling back. It could have been costly though. They have to be really careful about that. And we could see Outsiders team potentially making a push onto C. Are they ready for this? Uni is spotted. Outsiders team is trying to apply pressure. But they are not pushing just yet because AP is ready for this. And B potentially will be captured by APA. That will put APA in a cap advantage. Oh, ouch! El Murray got absolutely smacked. And AP couldn't return fire much. There is still A, which is pretty much out in the open, but none of them have a light tag, so they can't capture A without the consequence of Outsiders team pushing, and they know that. And now Uni is going up front to engage with these tanks here. Now Scorpion is trying to pull back, receives a hit from Uni, and Uni bang shot to pause, boss down to one shot. Uni needs to land a shell to pause. First kill, first blood from APA. Outsiders team, they're forced to retreat actually. APA now pushing the line up, Rico coming from behind. This could be a good move from APA, but APA, will they engage Rico or will they ignore Rico here? APA, they're looking to get a Scorpion out of the way. We are seeing a push coming into D. Will Rico cause enough trouble for APA, or will Outsiders team be able to regroup quickly enough? But there are lots of bounces and misses here. And Murray's now dead. Hipwood's still neck and neck here. It's now 6 versus 5. Anon and also last AFK looking for Brain. Object 3 going past. Ventium really low. Brain killed. And 6 versus 4 it is. Object 3, the first tank going first because he has a lot of hit points. Anon going to put a shell into Vinograd. Raid shell there. And Ventium will stay behind to mop up the kills. And that was a great kill from Vinograd. An APA focus fire on point. Great push. Outsiders team look. It's now faltering. Gad is now running away with that reactive armor. Ventium is now dead. And that was some really great job from APA. Very great reaction indeed, and really great focus fire as well. Outsiders team, I think for the first time this evening they were very passive, and this is not working out in their favor. When they are aggressive, when they are confident, they can do really well. But them, I think they look quite lost in this one. They are not really putting a lot of trouble for Outsiders team. APA really is confident. Is what they look rigid. They look robust. 6 tanks doing more than 2k. That's really amazing to see, and hopefully they can continue that. They are now on match point, and that will decide whether APA will go to the grand final or Outsiders team. And they are one step closer to achieving that. APA versus Outsiders team. Or are we going to be seeing a tiebreaker? Outsiders team is ready with quadruple Type 71s, double T57 heavies, and 1, 2, and 5B. Oh, Ernest is here. I just couldn't remember. I just have to check whether you are Anon or not. But anyhow, APA playing really well tonight. I really enjoy the games they displayed here. But is this going to be the match for APA? Will Outsiders team make a comeback? We'll find out now. APA will be going to D, and I think Outsiders team looking to engage C. I think Outsiders team trying to narrow down. And we could see some aggressive stuff from these double Type 71s. Miss from Vinograd. Brain looks to actually push forward to get to give Murray a shot. Hit puts to neck and neck, and then Murray takes another hit here, and Ventium takes another hit as well. And so far so good for Outsiders team. APA, they're trying to get B as well. They're trying to get the cap lead, but Outsiders team is pressuring them. And they're really trying to take control of the situation there. Uni is going to put a shot into Brain. APA needs to respawn. Outsiders team is playing the aggressor role. And that could be good, but oh my lord! Brain should have pushed like that. Receives a ton of shots like here. And they're going to divert their work here. Object 3 is going to take a look at Vinograd. And last AFK and Uni going for Brain. Object 3, great shot onto Brain. But Anon's really low as well. He has to pull back, he has to stay safe. Great shot onto Scorpion, but I think Outsiders is looking for Anon now. Pulse is going to put a shell onto Anon. Oh, that was a bounce! That was a bounce, but the Gal is going to put a shot here. Will kill Anon. The hit points are still in favor of Outsiders team, however, but APA is fighting back. They're now pushing on to Vinograd, but can APA survive for long enough? Murray is not going to be long, but Vinograd is still surviving. Vortex still alive. Ventium will look to put a shell there. Last AFK. Oh, Ventium gets absolutely clipped by Rico, but now Murray's dead. Days still engaging with Hapel. Vinograd dead. Pulse is dead. This is really tight. 5 versus 4. Object 3 are one shots. He will be really important. If he can stay alive, I think he will be the crucial tank here. APA, last AFK, takes a hit. Gad, great shot into last. Last is permatrack, sadly. Yikes. Oh my god, last AFK, survive. Oh, it's a bounce, a crucial bounce. That last AFK desperately needs. Ventium takes a hit. Now Rico on a drone reload. Really onto Ventium and also Object 3. They need to get that kill, but he will be stopped by Scorpion. Object 3 cannot survive. Uni dead. Object 3 dead. Ventium, great shot to Scorpion. Rico now fully reloaded. I don't think Ventium is going to survive. He won't survive. Last AFK. Oh, that was a miss there. Tiebreaker. It will be a tiebreaker. Great kill to Scorpion, but that's not going to be enough. This is what I say. When Outsiders team get aggressive, they can do it. An APA brought it really close. That was really, really close in the end. But again, Outsiders team being quite vigilant with their surroundings, shot in, put some crucial shots onto the side where they were under a numerical disadvantage, and I think those couple of shots that went from the other side to the side that AP is dominating made all the difference. And APA, not a bad match at all. Made some great calls, but I would say Anon kind of overestimated himself right there. Should have just gone down immediately when he was like so focused from Outsiders team, and that's what Outsiders team's good at, the hit point push sharing. APA needs to learn from them about that, and it's now 3-3. We are now on to Oasis Palms, the tiebreaker. And who will win this one? Now, Anon is out. Yennefer is in. I think the first match he plays tonight, I suppose. Maybe I forgot. Maybe I couldn't recall. But this is going to be the last match tonight, and both teams will be really tired. But either way, it doesn't matter too much. Now, they won't be playing tomorrow. They will take a break tomorrow. They will be watching from the sidelines. And Outsiders team, can they bring it to the end? Outsiders team, Quintuple Type 71s, the Sheridan and the F3215B APA. Quintuple Type 71s, one Sheridan and now Murray. For the first time we might see an Object 140. Let's see if this is going to work, but Oasis Palms it is a map that favors lots of medium tanks and light tanks, and I really like how the matches go up evenly. But who is going to win this one, we'll find out soon. Thank you. Oh, Rico's still readying up. There we go. And in we go. Oasis Palms. Exciting match ahead. A tiebreaker. The first we are seeing tonight on my stream. On Newbeater's stream. He will have... This will be his second tiebreaker. Same as Old School. So we have Last AFK in the Sheridan. Looking for the spots. And Rico. Oh wow. That's an interesting route to take. But Last AFK has been spotted, a couple of tanks been spotted as well. Oh wow, a couple of tanks been shot at already while going into C. Or maybe not. Gad is not going to C, so that's the different thing. APA a good start, but this is certainly not the definitive shots for a moment. But I fear for them because potentially Outsiders team have more tanks over there, but Object 3, oh, they're turning the tanks. Oh, they bounce those 2 shots. They turned their tank just in time to bounce those 2 shots, and Object 3 and Days can't surprise Outsiders team that. And NHPA is still really spread out at the moment, so Outsiders team doesn't know this one. And Last AFK is spotting up where the Outsiders team is going for a, but Last AFK is a jump up. That was a terrible miss. Gad turning his tank at the wrong moment. Not sure why he turns his tank at that time. Would have been absolutely shut down by Last AFK. But what is Yennefer doing here? What is he doing here? Why is he going for B? He is going to be absolutely trapped unless APA is going to make a push, but no, he isn't. This is a misplay, I have to say. Oh no, he's down. He is so down. Oh, it's a miss. Is that a lifeline? Is that a lifeline? We are seeing APA. Can they recover from this misplay? That was a huge misplay. They got B though. They got a cap lead, but at the cost of the entirety of Yennefer. And Yennefer is now dead. And oh dear, APA. They're going to make a push now. Unis is in deep trouble and will be killed here. And I think APA, this is the last ditch effort. Can Outsiders team survive long enough? Object 3 going past that dude. But I don't know if that's going to be worth it. Bounce from El Murray here. And Object 3 going to land that shell onto Scorpion. Object 3 killed. It's 4 versus 6. Outsiders team is in touching distance from winning this. I think they are going to be in the grand final. El Murray down to 1 shot. Vinograd kills El Murray. Papel on fire. Oh, extinguishes the fire just in time, but it's not going to be enough. APA. Papel was killed by Ventium. And Rico is trying to run away. Last AFK is now killed. Reverse ram from Ventium onto Rico. Great shot, but Days bounces the shell. Ventium is a 1 shot. And pause. No, it's going to be Ventium being killed by Brain. Days kills Rico. And he's the last person standing, and this is it. Congratulations to Outsiders team. They are through to the grand final, and APA will be in the lower bracket final. And they will find out which team they will be facing there. Well done to Outsiders team, and they can take a great break alongside APA. 4-3 for Outsiders team. Well done. And now, Wargaming does like to send me out to the training room immediately. But now we're going to be seeing the battle results. Outsiders team 5 tanks to more than 2k, and APA only 4 tanks doing more than 2k, but you have to ask. Was that Yennefer? This is not the match. I think the battle result didn't show. That was not the match, but we saw that Yennefer just lost a ton of hit points getting B, and that misplay really cost APA the match, and it's over. It's totally over now. Well done to Outsiders team, 4-3 to APA, and that was going up really evenly, and Outsiders team winning 2 tiebreakers in a row. Now in the grand final, and will they go all the way and take the crown? As we can see here, tomorrow it will be Endgame versus Jokes and Immortals versus Veilverse, and the winner of these 2 match games will go out and battle in the lower bracket second round. And APA will play on Sunday first against the winner of the lower bracket second round, and the winner of the lower bracket final will face Outsiders team in the grand final. So it has been a really long stream, and I really appreciate everyone for staying up until the end. But it's going to be enough for me. I have had enough, and I will be joining Rolling Stone tomorrow as we will go for the lower bracket first round. This is me, Wildwood's Helper, and thank you for joining in. See you next time. Bye bye.